Assalamualaikum everyone. I'm Anahil Remote Job Wali and I'm from Karachi, Pakistan. Today with the most reputable person here. So his name is Shafkat. So we welcome our guest and get to know more about his life journey. So welcome sir. Assalamualaikum.
Walaikum salam. How are you, Manail?
Alhamdulillah. How are you sir?
Good, good. Thanks for having me on your interview here.
It's my pleasure. It's my pleasure. Alright sir. Sir, please introduce yourself for my viewers.
Uh, okay. As you already said, my name is Shafkat. I'm from Hunza, Pakistan, the northern area. And basically, I've been working on Upwork as a freelancer since 2015. I think, yes, 2015. And apart from that freelancing work of the projects, I'm doing a full-time job with an insurance agency in Texas, and that's been, I think it's over 2 years now. And I'm on Upwork as a top rated plus freelancer. So that's it, I think.
Okay, all right, sir. Thank you so much for your introduction. So now let's move on to questions. My first question is, can you tell us about your current job, remote job, and what it entails?
You mean the full-time job or just the project ones?
Uh, Full-time job.
Full-time job, okay. Basically, I am working as a manager for finance, admin, finance, and I'm also looking after the marketing area as well. So it's an insurance company. Basically, I started with the same company by doing just the data entry at the beginning. Once I said I started in back in 2015. So I started with data entry. I was sitting on my system and typing all day long. And then later I kept on working with them till I think it was 2020 or 21 when I got an offer, because I once I started typing, then I got to know what they are doing. They kept on telling me what they are doing. Then they trained me a bit, and then they offered me the remote job um, in 2021. That's what I remember. So from that day, I am doing as a remote job from sitting in Gilgit Baltistan and working with them in the US from on their timing from 9 to 5. So it's amazing experience, Manail. Basically, what we do is we keep on working, and there is a stream of income coming in, right? Because on the projects, you keep on getting breaks, like you complete one project, then you keep on waiting for the next one. But here you keep on working, and apart from that you do the other projects as well. So my basic and the main core of work that I do is basically digital marketing. And in the digital marketing there is a small part, it says email marketing, where we have to set up the email automation for various firms, companies, or whoever individual who's looking to get email marketing set up for them. We do it. So we basically I work on various platforms, the email marketing platforms. That is called Mailchimp. There is a Klaviyo. There is SendGrid. There is ConvertKit. There is Omnis, and there are a lot of email marketing platforms on which I work on. That is basically my expertise. But as I worked with these guys since 2015, so they offered me a job. I said, why not? Because that is a continuous kind of income coming in with the projects. So that is a good experience so far.
Okay, that's great. Thank you so much for your answer. So my next question is, how do you maintain work-life balance while working remotely?
Work life balance, you said, right? Yeah, basically, it's a kind of, you can say, a routine work for me now. It's been 8 years. Uh, in the start, it was just project based. So I used to grab projects, I used to complete them, and then I was having fun time most of the time, right? Completing projects, then having the relaxing time. But with the job, it become a bit hard for me because I have to do jobs as well as projects. So in my night time, I usually go for my job most of the time. I have the projects have now come down, but the life goes on. I mean, there is you do the balancing by yourself, right? For your kids, for your family life, plus, but you enjoy sitting at home and then working. So I think I got the best opportunity to work as a freelancer and then got a job and then balance in it. So I don't have any issue. Rather, I'm happy to do it.
All right, thank you so much for your answer. So, my next question is, what challenges have you faced in your remote job and how have you overcome them?
The remote job. Okay, the main thing in remote job is the internet, the connectivity issue, right? Because I need a continuous, or a remote job needs a continuous connectivity, internet connectivity, and the electricity, the light issue right here. So I have to balance it. Sometimes we are living in the remote area of Pakistan, right? So you already know we don't have that much facilities, you can say that we don't have that many options. We have just one internet service provider. If that goes down, the whole area goes down. So we don't have Telenor, Zong, or any other Nayatel, or what do you have in Karachi? I don't know. But here we just have one. That is the SCO, the SCO internet. So if it goes down, we are in big trouble with our job, plus with the projects. If we have a deadline to meet, then we get into a lot of trouble. So that is the one challenge that I face on regular basis, right? But to overcome that, I don't have any alternate. So either I have to move to the big city to corp that up, or I have to just wait for them to provide me the internet services. So the connectivity issue, I would say, in the remote job here in this area is one of the major problems that we face, right? And the secondly, in the job itself, doesn't make much challenge, because once you are working with the Western people, they are very good. They are very nice people. They don't let you down. I mean, they will make you learn things quickly. They will make it for you, and then you have to follow them, right? So in that way, what you do is you create, yeah, you create an environment for yourself to learn, being in the remote places, right? Because you are not physically in the office. So they give you the lesson, they give you the learning opportunities to learn. But I don't think there is much problem in the remote job itself, but facility wise we are having challenges.
Yes, you are right. Thank you so much for your answer. So, how do you stay motivated and focused while working from home or another remote location?
uh, to be honest, Manal, as I said, it's been so long. And um and the second thing is, like, we are basically working at night time, right? And then we keep on sleeping in the daytime. There becomes some issue, but mostly I enjoy my work, because At night, it's all quiet here. No one is disturbing you. So you don't have any issue in the remote job, I'm saying, right? Once you are working in their timing. But in the project, if you are doing it at daytime, you might be facing some problems. But in the remote job, I would prefer that anyone can try, because you get a peaceful environment. No one disturbs you, no kid, no hustle bustle here. So you are relaxed, and then you do your work, and the focus remains. I mean, if there is no one to disturb you, you don't lose your focus, right? So that is simple. So focus plus motivated. You keep on doing the tasks one by one, and you keep on focusing. So there is no distraction in the remote job here.
Okay, all right, sir. Uh, can you share some tips for effective remote communication with colleagues?
Uh, yes, I mean, the communication is the most important part of this. I mean, if you are even going for a project, you if you are hesitant in your communication, that will definitely affect, because you will not be able to grab the projects, right? But if your communication skill is good, I mean, you can speak English being a global language to for everyone to understand. So you need to work on mostly on your listening plus your speaking. And once you are doing a remote job, and if it's an admin related job, then you have the drafting skill as well. Then you have to have the drafting skill. The drafting means the writing skill, how to communicate, because everything that you are saying, you should be communicating properly with your client, right? Whatever you do, you have to tell the client that I've done this in the project. But in the job, in the remote job, they know what you're doing, they are seeing it, but you have to be communicative. For the new guys who are basically trying to enter in this remote job, they have to first build a relationship. If even they are getting just one client online, they have to build the relationship first, provide them a quality work. Don't give them reasons, just focus on the quality of the work. I've observed that we are here mostly uh, looking for shortcuts. So we this field is not a shortcut, right? You are not going for something so quickly. You have to learn, it takes time, and then you start getting different projects and even a remote job directly from the clients. So, my experience is you keep your relationship good with your even your first client, you build your relationship, they will definitely give you the opportunity for the long run.
All right, sir. Thank you so much for your great answer. So my next question is, what tools and technologies do you rely on the stay productive and connected while working remotely?
Yeah, very important question. Nowadays, in the remote job, right? Let's suppose if I'm doing an admin job, that is a routine work. If I'm doing a finance work, that is a routine work. Marketing, yes, that needs technology. And secondly, the field that I'm working in as an email marketing, these platforms that I told you earlier, Mailchimp, Klaviyo, SendGrid, these platforms, they keep on changing from time to time with the customer needs, right? So I have to basically update my knowledge myself with those platforms on every day, on daily basis, that I should not be like, if I am looking at any of these email marketing platforms, if it's Klaviyo, if I see it in 2020, it is totally different now. They have added a lot of things here. Nowadays, what happens is you are going for the artificial intelligence, right? Now, GPT has been one of the major revolutions. Now people saying that they are losing the especially the content creators, the content writers are saying that they are losing job because of chat gpt. But chat gpt is a machine. It's an artificial intelligence thing, right? It's not a human brain. The brain has developed chat gpt. Chat gpt hasn't developed the brain. So if you are capable to get opportunity from the chat gpt itself, even, you are good to go, right? If you are saying that chat gpt is something that is affecting your work, no, it's helping you, it's not affecting you. So you have to update yourself with the new technologies, with the new inventions in the world. Now the world is moving so fast, and we have to update ourselves. So people who are basically not accepting the new technologies, they are lagging behind. And we do the same in my field. I keep on doing different things. I use the chat gpt for my email marketing, for creating the content. It has become very easy for me now, right? Instead of going into different researches and searching a lot of things, that gives me direct access to every content. So I think, yes, technology is the main part in this field. You have to be on your toes to know the new technologies and accept the new technologies. That is the main thing.
All right, sir. Thank you so much for your answer. So,
Mhm.
my next question is, have you noticed any differences in communication and collaboration when working remotely compared to working in an office?
Uh, all right, if I'm getting the question right, so it is basically you are saying the communication, collaboration, as working as remotely as well, or basically you are asking me to compare how it is
Yes, comparing in
different.
office and remotely work.
I am physically in the office or
Yeah,
I'm remote. So the
yeah,
difference you are saying, right? Okay,
yes.
okay. Sometimes, Manai, what happens is you being physically in the office is has the advantages, like you directly get the access to people, physically. But remotely we are having some issue in getting on time replies from people. They are sitting in the office, they are busy, but if you are physically there, you can directly ask them, right? That is one small part, but it doesn't matter that much. Nowadays we are using WhatsApp, we are using the other communication tools to directly call them, and they can let us know what is going on if they are not busy. So I don't feel much difference, but I am so relaxed in doing the remote job than going every day in the office at a certain time. Then you have a lot of things. Let's suppose if I go to an office here, I have to leave on a specific time. Then I may face some traffic issue, may face some communicate like the transportation issue, or anything then that can happen. But here, you have a time to log in, then you have a time to log out. You are not traveling. You are basically sitting at your place where you designate that place for your work, and then you just keep on working. You are not having the problem of transportation. You are not going in the pollution. You are not going into problems. Basically, you are sitting at home. You facilitate yourself with a good connectivity and a space at your home. Maybe that can be a room, and or that you can design an office for yourself in your home, and then you can keep working. So I think I see more advantages in working from your home than going to the office, right? And the best part here is no politics. Right? In the offices, you feel a lot of people basically grabbing you back, right? So you are sitting at your home, no one there, to gossip, no one there to disturb you. You are just working. One person is sitting here, one in India, the other one in the US, the other one in Europe. So no time for gossips, right? So you just keep on working. That is the one best part of remote job.
All right, wonderful example. Thank you so much uh, for your answer. So my next question is, what strategies do you use to combat feeling of isolation of long lines that can sometimes come with remote work?
What strategies do you use to combat feelings of isolation, you saying, right? Or on loneliness? Uh, uh, I don't feel lonely because in remote work, you keep on calling your colleagues in the other office or in the other country. So the loneliness is not there. But um, you might say, you've asked me a hard question. How would I answer it? Anyways, I don't myself, in my experience, I don't feel lonely. I don't feel isolated. I would rather enjoy it. Now, the one example that comes in my mind is if you are using this cell phone, right, and you are sitting at home, everyone is using it, so everyone is lonely. They are not talking to each other, right? So in the same way, they are connected with other people, not with you at your home. So what happens? Do they feel lonely? No. Technology never keeps you lonely. You keep on like getting engaged. Now if you want to spend your time on Twitter, on Facebook, on YouTube, do you feel lonely? Never, right? So the same way, remote jobs are the jobs where you keep working, so you don't feel lonely, right? If there is a ghost at your nearby, then you might get scared. But yeah, I don't think these technologies keep you lonely. You are never lonely. You are connected with, even if you use the Facebook, I think there are 2 billion people or more than 2 billion people using it. So if you have a 500 or 1,000 friend added on your Facebook, you keep on getting their updates, so you don't feel lonely. So in the same way, in remote work, you keep on getting emails, you keep on getting tasks, so you don't feel lonely, you don't feel isolated, but you will rather feel relaxed in sitting a separate area, an isolated area, and working and enjoying, right? Now if you see, it's around 11 here, 11:30. I'm sitting alone in my room and I don't feel lonely, right? So I think that covers the answer. I'm not sure if I've given you the best example. I'm sorry.
No, no, you give us very best example. Thank you so much for giving
Thank
very
you.
interesting example. Okay, thank you so much for your answer. So my next is, what advice would you give to someone considering transitioning to a remote job for the first time?
For the first time, okay. Basically, I would give advice. In the first phase, no one is going to hire you for the long run in the first go, right? You have to develop some relationship with the clients, right? So once you develop your relationship with the clients, they will give you the remote jobs, right? Let's suppose you are new on any of the platforms, Upwork, on Grow, on Fiverr, on anywhere, any online earning platforms, or even on LinkedIn. So no one will trust you in the beginning. But if you keep on doing small projects with them, right, and then you develop your reputation, you develop your relation, then they will keep on going you more tasks from time to time, and then ultimately they will give you a remote job, Now you have to sit with us, you have to do our tasks, right? So the best part will be try some small projects in the beginning, and then let's suppose you are doing a digital marketing, right? And the client is happy with your work in the first project. Keep yourself connected. Even your contract is ended, you just need to text them from time to time. Let's suppose Christmas comes, you need to write them happy Christmas, happy New Year, happy Halloween, whatever they are celebrating. You just Thanksgiving. So then in that way what happens is they keep you in their mind, and then anything that relates to digital marketing for you, that will be for you, right? If the client is having any project related to digital marketing, they will be having you in your mind, and they will not go anywhere else because you have delivered the quality work in the first project. They will give you the second, and the same way they will ask you to run their ads. They will ask you to make their contents and small projects, right? Like a brochure, like posting their Facebook ads, their YouTube ads, their Instagram, whatever. And then later on they will give you the full-time job. All right, so I would advise to go with small projects and then go for the big one.
All right, sir. Thank you so much for your advice. And before we wrap our conversation today, I'd like to express our sincere gratitude to Mr. Shafkat for sharing his valuable insights and experiences with us. Mr. Shafkat, your journey and wisdom have adaptedly left us inspired and enlightened. I also like to thank you, our audience, for joining us in this engaging conversation. Your participation and interest make this moment special. As we conclude, remember that the exchange of knowledge and ideas does not end here. We hope you all continue to seek knowledge, find inspiration, and most importantly, apply what you will learn to make a positive impact in all lives. So once again, a big thank you to our guest, Mr.
I
Shafkat, and to all.
Manahil, one more thing I would like to thank you,
Yes, sir.
Rehan Allahwala. He's so kind. I've been like following him for a long time. I couldn't get a time to text him. Then I received a text, and then I replied to him anyways. Thank him on my behalf, and he's doing wonderful. He has been an inspirational personality. So thank him from my side, and thank you all. You are doing a wonderful work.
Thank you. All right, sir. Thank you so much for your time. Bye bye.
You
Love
are most welcome. Welcome. Thank you.